Hey everybody. Clearing. Okay, so this is going to be a regular Divine Masculine check-in, but the first thing that I'm feeling to ask is, what does the Divine want the Divine Feminines to know about the Divine Masculine situation at this time? So, thank you, Divine Creator, for using me as a channel of only the highest, most beneficial information coming through for the twin collective that joins me here. What is it that we can see regarding what the Divine would like to say, see, show the Divine Feminines regarding the Divine Masculines situations at this time? Let's get 3 cards. Okay. Oh wow. Separation. So the underlying energy is the Divine Masculines are actually feeling quite isolated right now. They're really feeling out in the cold in some way. I'm hearing they feel like a stranger in their own home. They feel like a stranger in their own skin. They feel in the world but not of it. So they're starting to feel like things around them could improve, and that it just might be up to them to activate the improvements. We have the burden card here, so I'm also getting that the Divine Masculines are knowing that this new beginning is coming, and they've been working on cleaning up the karma for quite a while now. Next we have the Hanged Man. Right in the middle of this reading there's this going to the Divine, seeking enlightenment, asking for the next steps, yes or no, should I, shouldn't I, is it time, is it not time? What can be done here? So there's problem solving going on, but it feels like an impasse, being that this is major arcana. It's like the Divine has put the masculines in a bit of a timeout right now. Some challenges have come. Some of this karmic cleanup has come to a standstill, come to a head. It's like the Divine Masculines are left saying, so help me God, because something is just not giving way. It's like this staircase just keeps getting taller and taller and taller regarding certain things that they thought were going to be simple to remedy. And then we have this Queen of Pentacles here as well. So this is the karmic partner. This is the Divine Feminine. This is a mother energy. So there could be certain things here regarding the theme of partnership, home. In the upright, I always read this as Divine Feminine. And so there are contemplations about the distance between you and your Divine Masculine. The Divine Masculines have never felt further from you, Divine Feminine, and they've never been closer to cleaning up their karma. So it's an interesting, seemingly paradoxical sort of a scenario, but right in the middle, we're looking at the Divine Masculines feeling your energy, the karmic cleanup, unraveling, and then this in the world but not of the world sort of energy. So what would the Divine Masculines say to the Divine Feminines about this? What would they say, if they could say anything to you, Divine Feminine, about how they find themselves in their worlds right now? Listen to your heart, maybe, and reach out. These are all in the reverse. Oh, so if we take these this way, listen to your heart, maybe reach out. I'm just hearing call me maybe. Yeah, really interesting. There is this awareness, I feel like the masculines are having, that many feminines have been pulled away, and that's adding to the feelings of needing to buckle down and do it in their own right. At the bottom of the deck, I also see I am coming, trust, and light just fell out. So there's light in everything. I'm really getting in the past feminines, many would have reached out at this point, would have felt the pull of this energy. And the masculines are understanding that you've reached out every single time. And this time, maybe it's best not to. It's like I feel some codependency unhooking from this. Because in the past, energetically, they would have been hungry for that safety, the nurture of the divine feminine, and now it's like, maybe I do have this, maybe I can do this on my own, maybe this is the right way to do it. Interesting stuff. Okay, so let's get into the reading. Thank you, Divine Creator, for using me as a channel of only the highest. Oh, my guides are saying let's do that same last thing for the feminines, for the masculines who might be watching. So thank you, Divine Creator, for showing us what it is we can see regarding what's going on in the feminines' lives, that the divine would like the divine masculines to know about where the divine feminines are at in their lives at this time. What is it we can see and show the divine masculine collective? Oh wow, we have a random, oh dear, I'm in so much pain, was in that deck. For some, maybe, but that is not what I'm seeing in personal readings. But let's just have a look here. So we have Four of Cups in the reverse, the Sun, Justice, Seven of Wands. So this is bravery and letting go of the past with enlightenment and bringing in justice. This is definitely more in keeping with what I would expect to see based on the energy that I'm feeling for the divine feminine collective. The Sun is enlightenment, and justice is profound balancing, bringing this higher truth down, really shining, being in incredible empowerment right now, getting things done, moving through all of the challenges, unhooking from the past. This is forgiveness. But growing pains, I suppose, are here. The divine feminine collective has never stepped into this amount of safety and empowerment and abundance. And so absolutely phenomenal energy, but it might be tender, might be very tender. It's uncharted territory. That's what I'm hearing. So what would the divine feminines say to the divine masculines regarding where they're at this time? On the floor. If I follow you, I could lose everything. So yeah, the divine feminines are buckling down and getting business done. They're really giving it their all right now, and they don't want to be distracted. So they're really focusing. And I'm going to bring that back. I'm in so much pain. For some, maybe, but this is a very tender doing this in their own right type of energy. It's sincere. The divine feminines truly are warriors, and not to be underestimated, not to be dismissed as lukewarm, mediocre people. Actually, you know, in the energy today, there's been a bit of a theme in the 5D that I've been picking up on, where the divine masculine energy is starting to realize that the calm, cool, collected, aloof energy of the feminine is actually balance. And it's not necessarily a lack of interest or attraction. There's been a little bit of insecurity from the masculine polarities today regarding not knowing how to assess the chill nature of the divine feminines, and possibly starting to work on how that's not lack of attraction. Okay, so let's see what the divine masculines are up to. Thank you, Divine Creator. What are the divine masculines thinking? What are they feeling for their divine feminines on the heart space? What are they wishing for the connection? What are they up to? What are those masculines up to? What is it that is challenging the divine masculines at this time? What is the spirit-guided solution for that challenge? And where is the energy going in the near future? Okay, what are they thinking? Ooh, Ace of Swords and Justice, kind of like this. So Justice is coming. I'm hearing they're curious about you, divine feminines. If you are going through legal situations, if you are in karmic cleanup, divorces, custody battles, assets, contracts, business, home negotiations, anything legal like that, you've dropped off the radar, and your masculine's wondering how you're doing, wondering what's going on, wondering if that's why they haven't heard from you. The Ace of Swords is breakthroughs, communication, information, truth. In the reverse, there's some uncertainty here. Actually, I'm being told to pull a Hermetic Tarot for each of these. So what is it that the divine masculines would like to say about what they're thinking here on the headspace regarding this lack of clarity with the process? Maybe they are waiting for you. My life started when I met you. This is in the reverse. So the masculines are just kind of hanging out, loitering in this energy, curious which way it's going to go for you, divine feminines. And maybe you aren't waiting for them. Maybe you aren't coming towards them when you sort out karmic situations. Maybe they won't wait for you. There's this ambiguity here. My life started when I met you. It's kind of like, I'm hearing that distance makes the heart grow fonder, but there's an unusual gap here. The masculines are getting a little bit antsy. And I just heard that they're thinking maybe that you're waiting for them to reach out. Maybe. Oh my goodness. Okay, what are the divine masculines feeling on the heart space? The Sun with the Queen of Pentacles. I really want to turn this over, but you know, I'm going to leave it because this is how it came out. So on the heart space, there is so much happiness, enlightenment, awareness. This is profound. So if there is a karmic partner, a lover, a business situation, a mother figure, somebody that has been interfering in this connection, somebody who has tried to give the masculines their 2 cents and it's been manipulative directly or inadvertently, masculines have seen the light about this person that has been coming in between you and your masculine and this connection. So the masculines have full enlightenment. Like nothing can stand up to the Sun. Nothing can be unseen when the Sun is there. It's the most positive card in the deck. So on the heart space, anything, absolutely anything that has created a sense of lack regarding how your masculine has seen you, your potential, your love, who you are, anything that's been a misconception just got blown out of the water. They've seen the light has gone on. Anything, even karmic partners, even imprinting from their own mothers, can't stand in the light of this Sun of how they know they love you, how they see the truth of your connection. What would they like to say about that? Make it good, make it good. What would the masculines like to say about that? What is it? Do you think about me too? So I'm hearing all they do is think about you. What's this one? I want a fresh start with you. It came popping out. So yeah, they are thinking about you absolutely nonstop. Nothing can stand in the way of their desire to have growth with you. Nothing can stand in the way any longer. Whatever, again, anything, absolutely anything. Any belief, any thought, any concern, all gone. All gone. I can't stress that enough. I don't want to stress it. I can't celebrate that enough. What are the masculines wishing at this time? Wow. Tower. Boom. with this passion going forward. They're wanting things to change overnight. I just heard they want to make a difference overnight. Now that they've seen through whatever this is, they really want to rush in. Nothing will stand in their way. The preconceived notions, the misconceptions are falling. This in the reverse lets me know that they are questioning their mindset, is what I'm getting from that. And it's like dun da da da, they want to ride forth and conquer. They've got some armor on though, you know, there's some armor there. They're still not completely sure that you are thinking about them too. Oh my gosh. We got, I think we should see other people be more selfish. So there's a transition here. You know, I have to say there is a huge theme. The Knight of Swords is sort of a Casanova energy, and the new foundations have not been laid. You know, the divine masculines are saying they want everybody to have their needs met. How do I even word this? So everybody's kind of leveling up past the possession templates, and it's more revolving around the individual. So the divine masculines are encouraging you to live divine feminine. So I'm clearly getting, if you are still, you know, at a distance, not done certain karmic cleanup. I feel very strange even saying these messages, but the masculines are okay if you have a rebound relationship. For whatever reason, they're acknowledging here that they do want to rush in, and they're trying to overcome their jealousy. They're trying to impress upon you that they don't want to bind you. They don't want to rush things. They want to start fresh. Oh, this is one of those messages. You know, there is a huge polyamory unraveling in our cultures these days, where sexuality and connection is coming into unconditional love, but there is, if I'm completely honest, a atmosphere that still glorifies multiple partners. In some cases, a little bit too much. And so it's not just simply a free-for-all, but the masculines are kind of shattering their old paradigms and wanting you to do the same thing. There is something to be said for that. So I guess, yeah, I'm really getting here that the masculines want to rush in and talk to you about the things they've learned about, I'm hearing monogamy, and about karmic situations that have been disastrous, and how they think that they have cracked the code regarding other connections. Well, let's see what comes next. So what are the masculines thinking about or doing? Action. Autonomy and choosing love over fear. So yeah, there's that theme of the sexual renaissance and other people, and asking you to consider branching out. And oh wow, that's a lot of energy today. So they're really asking you to question, they are really questioning their autonomy and what that means. You know, look at this. There are two masculines here dueling over a feminine, and when the masculines are bravely saying, I think we should see other people, be more selfish, like put yourself first, it's you and the divine and then me. Masculines are trying to order this connection in the appropriate way, but they're doing it through sex, like masculines tend to do, and some feminines too, in all fairness, but they're thinking with their wands. And so it's not all about that, masculines. It's not just all about that physical stuff. Regardless, masculines are choosing to put down their fear, their competitive ways. They don't want to fight over you feminines. So they're putting that down. They're really understanding what autonomy is. This is my card of the sovereign individual, the single person. And so the masculines just flat out do not want anything that's going to bind them, that's going to cause fights. They don't want to limit things that way. Ain't nobody got time for that. Okay, what would they say to you about this divine feminine? I can't even look at you right now. And I need another one for that. 5 is the number of changes. So they're just, I feel like they're just coming into the recognition that they've maybe had some concerns in the past about other people with you, divine feminine. What else, divine masculine? So they might be really busy right now working on these things. What do we have? I lie awake thinking about our future, and I hope you'll wait for me. Okay, so I think we should see other people, be more selfish. So I'm just going to backtrack. There's a lot of like unconditional love here from the masculines, wanting you to be an individual. We've seen this legal situation, these swords, the breakthroughs, wanting to know if how you're doing, divine feminine, with your own situations, and encouraging you to sow your wild oats is what I'm seeing here. Like, they do want you to wait for them. They do see you in their future. They, for some reason, can't. I get it now. They can't come forward yet. And so they're saying, have fun, you know, see other people, be selfish. But they're also hoping you'll wait for them. So it's like a place filler, like they want to beat you to the punch and say, yes, go see other people, but wait for me while you do that. So I guess we could sum that up with have fun, live a little, do what you need to do, but just remember your masculine loves you, I feel them saying. Okay, what is the challenge here? Knight of Pentacles and this 6 of Swords. So there seems to be a standstill towards progress here. The challenge for the masculines is something has come up and made some sticky energy. Yeah, that Hanged Man in the initial reading at the beginning, there's something at the hand of the divine that was unforeseen that has suddenly made the masculines not so cocky about where they're at in their life. Something has come up to prioritize their time. They're very, very busy, and the burden on their plate has increased and made this connection stand still. So they're like hoping that you can forgive them, I'm hearing. Oh, and now they're getting, I'm in so much pain. Okay, so the challenge is the frustration, the resistance, the uncertainty, the growing pains. I'm just going to take this card for the feminines and masculines as growing pains today. I think there have been other times in the journey where I've felt way more intensity of pain, but this does feel like a frustration more than anything. And I'm not going to discount or deny that it could be really dark night of the soul energy for some. Let's see what the spirit guided solution is for that. Clearing up misconceptions, communication, energetic communication. So send love, twins, to your counterpart if there is. This can be another legal matter. So energetically, there's a lot of primary energy between the twins here. The divine masculine is still central in the divine feminine's business in this reading. And I'm seeing that again here with the Page of Wands. The divine masculines, you're being asked to communicate a passionate, soulful sort of message to let your feminine know what's going on, that you're in pain here, so that these misconceptions don't take root. Even if you can't have progress right now, you are being asked to communicate a little bit, something genuine. because there is room for misunderstanding at this time. Things aren't clear. So energetic communication. I'm looking at the distress on this page's face, and yeah, just encouraging everyone to send love to everybody. Oh, I'm a very jealous person came out. Wow, I really think the masculines are confronting their jealousy with all of these things. Maybe, you know, don't take the masculines. I think we should see other people, be more selfish, kind of invitations to heart. There might be some kind of an ulterior motive, oh dear, behind that. So the spirit guided advice here is, masculines, be careful. Be careful not to mislead your feminine out of your own jealousy, that you're more open, more into poly, more wanting to be a free-for-all than you are. So for some, this is, if your masculines have said things about seeing other people, check in and see if it is because of jealousy that they're trying to work out. I feel like the Holy Spirit, the divine, is calling the masculines out on this other people thing. Everybody pray for your own understanding in that. I want to get Starseed Oracle, because this just took a bit of a turn, you know. It looks like one thing on the surface, but then we see the divine guidance bringing highlight to this jealousy energy. So what can we know for the divine masculine collective regarding third parties and jealousy? What is it that we can see here to clarify this energy? What are we sorting? We get lunar progressor, emotional equilibrium and compassionate non-attachment, and authenticity, uniqueness, and integration. So yeah, jealousy has been a typical earth-based 3D norm in modern culture. There has been competition and binding in relationships. But we are coming into authenticity, uniqueness, integration, and emotional balance, compassionate non-attachment. And so there is a happy medium to be had. I believe that a lot of the energetics with multiple people involved are being heavily looked at, sincerely looked at, genuinely looked at. And there seems to be a lot coming up in the twin collective right now to get to the bottom of what all of this is. When we're a mirror for someone, when they matter so much to us, these sorts of conversations and topics and dynamics can be really tender, because we don't want to say or do the wrong thing when we love someone so much. But I do feel a growing need to not have connections with jealousy and possessiveness and uncertainty regarding third energies. A lot going on here. So where's the connection going in the near future? The Lovers and the Fool, leap of faith growing. So a lot of momentum coming in to show where true alignment is. It's emerging here. Definitely emerging energy. There is a contemplation happening around sexuality and compatibility and freedom, autonomy, non-attachment. Lots of big themes. And the Fool is the leap of faith, but it can in the reverse be foolish energy. So I'm hearing for some there's going to be some oopsies. There's going to be some choices made where the karma is going to bite, and some twins are going to see the error of their ways, the folly of certain things, matters in love. So this is like a 3-week to 3-month turnaround for where this energy is going. So within the next 3 months or so, there could be some major foolish energy being shown to one or both of the twins. So always do what you must in alignment with your connection to source, so that you're protected from things that can be difficult. And ego, strength, humility. So the divine is saying that these things will cause humility. Card fell on the floor. But keep that connection to source. We are coming into spiritual mastery. That's what this journey is about. And so today it's all about sexuality and the mindsets that are being navigated. I really want to dive into this a little bit deeper and understand what the divine would have us know. Okay, so what is it that we can see further, Divine Creator, about this theme of open relationships, multiple partners, jealousy, possessiveness, non-attachment, freedom, autonomy, sovereignty? What is it we can see here? What is the message that we're meant to explore further? Wow, a whole bunch came out. So the Magician in the reverse, the manipulation, Hanged Man in the reverse, which means that people might want to spend a little bit more time dropping through impulses and seeing why you're feeling pulled to act, behave, gravitate towards certain things. Really do the work to look at your deepest truth, especially with multiple sexual partners, open relationships. Drop in, calm the ego, drop through and see, what is this that I'm navigating? Why am I pulled this way? Is it because I'm not having my perceived needs met? Is it because I have a subconscious imprinting from how things were modeled to me as a child? Am I in rebellious behavior because I'm not feeling good about myself and there's some sort of disintegration playing out? What is it that's being acted on? Is it escapism, trying to find instant gratification without connection? Is it fear of intimacy? Is it truly trying to seek diplomacy and a higher understanding? Is it, I usually get the message in these readings that when individuals are comparing and contrasting energies, especially as intimately as sexually, that it's really a matter of seeking with freedom true compatibility, to be sure. And it self-organizes. All the things that are not meant do fall away in time. We lose interest, the connection drops off, but the things that are meant to be, that never happens. So we have Ace of Wands, passionate new beginning, with the Ten of Cups, and then Page of Pentacles. And I heard you don't need to do anything. Energy will spark. Your happiness will be evident, but get to know yourself. Understand energy in a way that you personally know what your drivers are, twins. Do the work. Do the work. Don't do anything regarding your twin when you're feeling energy or confusion or curiosity about these situations, third-party situations. Dive in and really find out if there's any manipulative energy, and if you haven't gotten to your deepest truth about the inner workings of those sorts of dynamics. The times are changing and pretty much anything goes. Everything is permissible, but not everything is beneficial. So energy doesn't lie, and your true happiness will spark if you pay attention to your energy and what your heart is really telling you about your explorations, your navigations. Okay. Do we want one more card? We do. I'm being told to get one more card for each. So, Divine Feminines. Galactic Council crest, spiritual sovereignty, astral travel, and timelessness. Spiritual sovereignty. Do not take any of the things that your masculine is investigating, proposing, navigating personally. You are only responsible for your own karma. This is why you need to come into your mastery and hold your own, know your own opinions, know your own truth, understand why you navigate the way you do with your sexual choices, all of that, divine feminines, and shine that light. Understand energy. Astral travel is all about the 5D, the sacred sexuality, true tantra, and this timelessness. You cannot damage a connection that's eternal. It is outside the realm of time, I'm hearing. Remember that, feminines. All other things will pass. And masculines, oh, you get two. Yes, you got the twin flame card. Masculines, separation, extension, independence, and identity. Here's each of the twins and that third energy, the particle and wave theory of light. This is my twin flame card in this deck. Masculines, there is no other like your twin, and everything you're doing for self and your twin. All of your navigation, it's like a double-headed monster. Two sets of data collection, two sets of experiences. You can collaborate with your twin. They innately already know all of your shared experiences, just as you do. Your twin is not a scary person. You have your own identity. You are an extension of each other. Separation is an illusion, and you are independent. You will always be in separation from your twin, I just heard, meaning you will always be sovereign. Your twin is that one person that you cannot not be sovereign with. That's why the energy won't allow certain things to come in if it's not appropriate. So if you put down the resistance, divine masculines, you'll understand there's way more safety in these connections, to have dialogue, to communicate, to challenge some of the status quo mainstream beliefs. Your twin is exactly the counterpart that can navigate that with you, with this trinity of energy, with the divine as a central pillar, giving safety and protection and form, so you can work on these incredible, groundbreaking innovations with your twin. It's so cool, really, divine masculines. And temple of celestial revelations, angelic assistance, truth, salvation, and majesty. So you are coming into the profound knowing that you are a sacred spiritual template. As a twin flame, you have such an honor and responsibility in this lifetime. And you can call on the angels to see this truth. You can call on the angels to assist you and your divine feminine into coming into these understandings and working these puzzles as a duo. Okay, everybody, that is all. And be safe out there. Bye for now.